Good morning. It is Friday, December the 17th. I'm Shane Seeley, and this is the CBC Morning Report. Now, close to 260 people have lost their battle with COVID-19 here in Barbados. Most of them were unvaccinated, as shown clearly by the statistics. I was missing in action recently for a number of reasons. One, I was involved in an accident. The other is because I contracted COVID-19. I do have asthma, which is considered an underlying condition, but I managed to avoid becoming a statistic because I was fully vaccinated and I had a level of intervention involved in my treatment. That intervention saw me being assessed daily until I fully recovered. And I did have to get some tools to help me along the way. And helping me along the way also was Dr. Hilary Moore. I have to thank her for that. She's an emergency room physician and the manager of the volunteer vaccination unit, and she joins me live here on the Morning Report to talk about avoiding becoming a statistic to COVID-19 here in Barbados as far as deaths is concerned. Good morning, Dr. Moore. Great to have you with me here on the Morning Report. All right, well, we have some technical difficulties and she will join us in a matter of seconds. But telling this story isn't an easy one because many of you who have also survived with COVID, you would have had those symptoms. Probably you suffered with fever, you had maybe a cough. But for me, I also had trouble breathing. And that's where the main concern comes for health officials here in Barbados. So as I felt unwell, I went and I got tested. And apparently, we are hearing that that's what people are failing to do for whatever reason, because they're concerned about going into isolation. Maybe they're working during this Yuletide season, during this holiday season, and don't want to miss days of work. But that's where you can put others at risk and in danger of contracting COVID-19. So it's all about personal responsibility, not only for yourself and trying to recover, but for those around you. And Dr. Hilary Moore, she will talk to me a bit more about that. She's here joining me live on the Morning Report. Dr. Moore, good to have you on.
Hi, great to be here.
Well, first, let me again thank you for helping me through my battle with COVID-19. But many people don't have that level of assistance, and they don't want to seek that level of assistance, maybe out of a sense of fear. I remember going to you on that first day, telling you how I felt, some of the symptoms I had. I got tested, and I came down with COVID-19. The first thing you did, you told me to get a number of tools. I was home isolating at the time. Talk about those tools and talk about the general operation. What should people do when they feel they may have COVID-19?
Okay, so the first thing you need to do when you feel or think or there's a chance or possibility, again, with having COVID-19. Remember, we have multiple strains now. So where, some of even the mild symptoms that you just think is your sinuses or anything like that, those are signs that you could potentially have COVID-19. So the first thing you need to do is get tested, because getting tested and knowing specifically that you have COVID-19 really can direct what type of treatment or care you're going to need. In your particular case, you're asthmatic. What we do know about COVID-19 is that it loves to affect the lungs. It means that you're going to have to be really vigilant. You're going to have a lot of things in place in case you start to get worse. And I think one of the issues is, people think that it's only when I start getting symptoms I need to start preparing. No, from even before, from the time you're diagnosed or even before you're diagnosed, make sure you have things in place. So when it comes to things like the respiratory aspect of COVID-19, particularly in an asthmatic, you remember, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to go and see your doctor on a regular basis. You're not going to be able to go and let them check your peak flow and see where you are and give you a plan. So it's really important that you have those things at home that you can give the information to your doctor. So if you remember from your list, one of the things I wanted you to get first was your peak flow meter. And that is that little device that you blow into. And it can tell you how bad your airway obstruction is. Right. In other words, with asthma, your airways are closing down. It's closing down because the actual muscles are beginning to contract, and also the amount of mucus that you're producing is causing that lumen or that space to get smaller and smaller. This is not only for asthmatics, because COVID actually affects the lung and the airways, you can find that that can happen in anyone, but worse in an asthmatic person. Having a peak flow meter is a good way to measure that that airway is closing down. You don't have to wait until you actually hear the reason. You don't actually have to wait until your chest feels ridiculously tight. There are other ways of measuring it from early and managing it. And that was the peak flow meter. Also, we know that because it does affect the airways, we need to optimize your airway function. We need to make sure that that airway is able and the lungs are able to contract and expand and do all the work it needs to do. Things like mucus plugs, again, because you're producing a lot of mucus, can actually cause your lungs not to function as effectively as we would like them to. So the incentive spirometer, which is a machine but it's a little device that has these three little balls that you have to suck. By that way, you're really inflating the lungs. You're getting those airways and air spaces open. It, one, prevents them from collapsing, or if a few have collapsed, it opens them back up.
Right.
Those are the things that you need to have. Because remember, unfortunately, having COVID is a risk for your doctor even to come to you. So we don't want to have to come often. But if you can report what is happening, tell me your peak flow. We had a twice daily report.
Yes.
Tell me what your peak flow is saying. How much balls were you able to pull on your incentive spirometer? People have this misguided conception that, if I have my O2 sat monitor, the one on your finger, that is good enough. Actually, it isn't. If we wait until your oxygen levels start to fall, it's too late. It's harder to reverse the issues going on. If we have our peak flow meter that we can tell, now when you do your peak flow meter, there's actually a calculation using your height and your age of what is expected. If you already have an underlying lung issue like asthma or what we call COPD, the bronchitis, the chronic bronchitis and emphysema, we need to know what you are supposed to be in your best state, because your best state still may not be normal.
Right.
Which is why I insisted you get yours and tell me what it is before you get symptoms. So I know what your baseline is. So that I know when you go below 80 to 90%, we're getting some airway constriction, we need to start some management. When we go below the 50% of what we expect for you, we know that we're in a critical time.
Yeah.
Those are lots more acute ways, easier ways, and more beneficial ways to say that your airways are having issues.
And that's where some of the major problems come. And when I look at the stats and seeing that, yes, close to 260 people have lost their lives, and understanding a bit more how COVID-19 affects the body, I could tell that vaccination was a key factor in ensuring that I survived, because if my body wasn't climatized to that jab, getting the jab, understanding how COVID-19 could affect the body, I could see that I would have been in a lot worse situation. A lot of these people who would have lost their lives in our statistics were unvaccinated. Do you believe that we could have saved a lot more lives if many of these people, some of them asthmatics too, were vaccinated?
Exactly. Hindsight is always 2020, all right? But what we do know from facts and figures is that the people that are vaccinated, it is not that they don't get COVID, and it's not also that some of them may not also get ill. And if you realize, the majority that do get ill generally are of the older age group or the ones with multiple comorbid conditions. But what we know is that those being vaccinated, even when they get ill, are able to recover. They're able to get ill. I actually saw the best analogy of vaccinations the other day. It is like doing math at school. You're taught basic math in primary school. You have a basic knowledge, you have a basic understanding. So that's your first shot. You go to secondary school, you build on that first set of math. You build on that first shot. That gives you more immunity. That gives you a better response. That gives your body a better understanding. Now with the advent of the boosters, that is now doing math at university level. It is still math, but there are different levels of math. It means that your understanding and your response to issues is higher. So if you think about your first dose, your second dose, your booster in that same light, we understand that it isn't that it prevents you from getting it fully, but it does help your body to know, okay, this is what I need to do. If I'm exposed to COVID, this is how I need to respond. And it doesn't mean that you may not get some people getting ill because people have comorbid conditions. But
Yes.
what it does, it gives you that fighting chance because it gives your body that information, that knowledge of how can I fight this thing effectively.
Yes.
So
Indeed.
it's lots of factors, and people need to realize that that is what it's doing. It's really preparing your body to fight if it gets it,
Quickly,
having that knowledge and that information.
yeah.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we are running out of time, but very quickly before you go, if you contract COVID-19, when next do you get possibly a booster shot, or even if you were not vaccinated initially, when then do you get a vaccination? How soon do you think you should do that after
Right. So
contracting
if
COVID-19?
you've had COVID-19, the studies are saying within 4 weeks of your diagnosis, you can actually get your shots, your booster shot, whichever vaccine that you need, because that's also going to help. And what we're showing is that the innate immunity, or the immunity that your body produces from the actual infection, isn't as long lasting as it is with a vaccine. So
Oh,
they're saying though 4 weeks after your infection is when you can actually get your booster, first shot, second shot, whichever one.
Dr. Hilary Moore, you have been a blessing to me. I thank you for your help during my battle with COVID-19, and I know you have to help many more people as we continue to fight during this pandemic. But you stay safe until the next time we chat.
Okay, you too, and you are most welcome.
Appreciate your time, Dr. Hilary Moore, emergency room physician, and she is the manager of the volunteer vaccination unit here in Barbados. We'll take a break here and come back with your COVID-19 updates. Some good news as it relates to COVID-19 cases here in Barbados. The trend is continuing to be downwards. 44 new positives were recorded from the 1,100 tests conducted by the Best Dos Santos Public Health Lab. 191 people are in isolation facilities right now, while 1,396 people are in home isolation. One person, however, died from COVID-19 on Wednesday, a 68-year-old man who was unvaccinated. He passed away at the Harrison Point isolation facility. The Pan American Health Organization has warned vaccine inequity continues to divide the Americas region, and according to Director Dr. Carissa Etienne, if it is not addressed, countries will fail to bring COVID-19 under control. She is looking forward to a new year and promising developments in COVID-19 therapeutics that may help treat the virus, curb hospitalizations, and prevent deaths. Here's what she had to say.
32 of the 51 countries and territories of the Americas have already achieved the WHO global target of 40% vaccination coverage by the 31st December of 2021. And we believe that many others will reach this goal in the next few weeks. However, we cannot forget the remaining 19 countries and territories that have yet to reach the 40% vaccination coverage target. Haiti, Jamaica, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Guatemala, French Guiana, St. Lucia, and Montserrat all report coverage rates below 30%. PAHO therefore will continue to provide very close support to these countries so they too can achieve the global targets and protect their populations. Vaccine availability at the global level has increased in recent months. And PAHO's revolving fund is collecting commitments from member states to procure additional vaccine doses directly from manufacturers. So this offers another procurement option at what we think are more competitive prices to our countries.
Businesses in Guyana have been urged by the Ministry of Health there to continue to comply with the national COVID-19 curfew hours or face requisite action from the COVID-19 task force. More in this report.
Despite the Christmas season and late shopping across the country, businesses must be closed by 11 p.m. So says the Health Minister, Frank Anthony, who noted that within the past month, 60 businesses were found breaching these measures. The minister explained that in some instances, businesses were temporarily closed for repeated breaches, and this will continue if they are not compliant.
The task force will continue to do this during this season, and if persons are not compliant or if persons are repeat offenders, then certainly the task force would take the requisite action.
Meanwhile, Dr. Anthony is urging eligible persons to take the booster jab since the Omicron variant is now in more than 70 countries.
If you're boosted, you will have better immunity to fight off the Omicron variant because your immunity levels would go up to about the 80s. And so my advice to persons who are 18 years and older and would have received your 2 doses of your vaccines to make sure that you go and get your boosters.
On the other hand, Minister Anthony reminded citizens to continue to observe all COVID-19 measures and do not get carried away during the festive season.
Let's go over to Europe now. France is tightening COVID restrictions for travelers arriving from the UK as the government in Paris tries to slow the spread of the Omicron variant. From tomorrow, most travelers who are not French residents or citizens must give a compelling reason.
The French government, indeed, imposing tighter restrictions, effectively banning non-essential travel between the UK and France. And that will, of course, be very disappointing to people on both sides of the Channel who had plans, perhaps, to spend some of the upcoming holiday season with family and friends. But the French government say that they have been watching the situation in the UK with rising cases there very closely indeed. This is a way of trying to stop the spread of the Omicron variant, which is causing so much havoc here. And here in France, there have been more than 200 detected cases of the Omicron variant. Of course, French government officials say it could be much, much higher. And already in many regions in France, we've seen hospitals activating their so-called emergency plans, effectively cancelling non-essential surgery operations in order to free up beds. COVID, top of the agenda at a summit of EU leaders in Brussels. They had several hours of discussions on the pandemic. They have looked at the way that the pandemic is spreading in Europe and how in recent weeks we have seen COVID cases spike in many countries. We're looking at cases in many EU countries that are much higher than they were in previous waves last year. So a lot of concern. In fact, the head of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, has said that EU leaders expect the Omicron variant to be dominant in January in most of the bloc. So what they've looked at are some measures to try and stop the spread of the virus.
Okay, so in about 10 minutes time, Pearson will be ready to get your weekend kick-started right here with us on the Friday edition of Mornin Barbados. Pearson, what do you have for our viewers this morning?
Good morning, Shane, and thank you first of all for sharing your personal story with all of us. I think we've learned a lot about COVID-19 and how it impacts a whole host of people. You were very brave. Well done.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. When you join me here at 6:30 for Morning Barbados, folks, you're scratching your head trying to figure out what it is that you need to put on the table for those who are going to be joining you on December 25th, Christmas Day. What's the menu going to be like? Aha! We know a gentleman who's a chef, as a matter of fact, who has 12 fabulous different ways in which you can prepare your meals. He'll join us to share some of those. And have you ever heard, while in Croydon in the UK, of Big Mike's Calypso Kitchen? Calypso Kitchen? Big Mike will join us this morning in our Beige in the Far segment. Today also starts that big anniversary sale at Amaze as they mark their 11th anniversary today. The ever-smiling Ryan Boyce will join us to continue to remind us of what we can find and what we can benefit from in store as part of those celebrations. Just a little bit of what you can join me for at 6:30 when we start Morning Barbados. Back to you, Shane.
Thank you, Pearson. And right here on the morning report, we're going to give you an update on that saga involving striking nurses. You'll hear what the General Secretary of the Barbados Labour Party has to say right here after the break. The saga continues with the General Secretary of the Barbados Labour Party, Senator Dr. the Most Honourable Jerome Walcott, calling on the Leader of the Opposition and also the Leader of the Democratic Labour Party to break their silence on the ongoing Unity Workers Union nurses strike. In a statement issued yesterday, he said silence is not an option, especially when the local public healthcare system is being imperiled by recklessness.
Lives are literally being put at risk, and putting the lives of ordinary Barbadian citizens who depend on all of us to maintain a stable and well-functioning healthcare system on a platform of personal or political egoism is utterly unacceptable and distinctly un-Barbadian. The Barbados Labour Party is therefore moved to call on Bishop Atherley, as we are indeed calling on the current president of the Democratic Labour Party, Ms. Verla de Pisa, to break their silence on this matter and let the public of Barbados understand where they stand on this most unfortunate situation.
Additionally, the BLP General Secretary says the opposition leader Joseph Atherley should meet with Senator Franklin to get an explanation for the action.
At the very least, Bishop Atherley, in his capacity as leader of the opposition, should summon his senator to his office and demand an explanation of his actions and his dangerous belligerence in continuing to use his personal union to encourage some nurses to abandon their commitment to serve the sick and unwell in this country.
In other news this morning, creating new links in the tourism industry will drive demand for the Barbados tourism product. That's the view of the Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Tourism Marketing Incorporated, Enz Threnhart. Mr. Threnhart says the signing of an air services agreement with Qatar Airways opens the door to greater opportunities for Barbados, namely the Asia market.
The Prime Minister just signed an air services agreement with Qatar Airways. And Qatar Airways is extremely important. Even to Asia and other parts that have been unexplored so far. So I think the potential is tremendous now. We're working at other airline partners, as the ambassador mentioned. So I think creating connectivity that will drive demand, and that will then stipulate how we can market and promote Barbados to these markets. But I think the beautiful thing with the Qatar Air Services Agreement is that it's not about Qatar as a source market, but really about Qatar being a hub of the world.
On his first day of holiday in a grueling year, which included over 200 COVID-19 deaths and thousands of cases, the head of isolation facilities, Dr. the Most Honorable Corey Ford, still found himself at Harrison Point. However, this time around, it was not for work, as staff had lured him to the St. Lucie facility for his surprise birthday party. The celebrations were part of larger festivities put on by Steinbach Management Services to show appreciation to the entire management and staff at Harrison's Point. The company was heavily involved in the construction of the world-class facility, and CEO Joe Steinbach says they feel a part of the institution.
We feel that they do a phenomenal job in keeping the country as safe as it can be and in treating all those that unfortunately get COVID-19 and end up in one of these facilities. We know that they work long hours, and it's a thankless job in most cases. And so for us, the least we could do is treat them to a gourmet lunch for Christmas. And to that end, we have Chef Larry Rogers of Chin Chin fame that has prepared their gourmet lunch for them today.
And Dr. Ford says the efforts of Steinbach Management Services have been vital on a national level.
I would express on behalf of all Barbadians thanks to him and his companies and all the partners for building this facility, which really has led to the saving of hundreds and probably even thousands of lives as they leave this facility on a regular basis. I think what has been more important for me in this is the unique relationship that we have certainly developed. There is no time that I will call Mr. Steinbach or any of the other partners that work with him and ask for assistance in some area that we need and it not be done.
Let's have some sports now. Disappointing news though for the Windies. Despite scoring their biggest total of the tour, the West Indies still lost the third and final T20 international against Pakistan in Karachi. After opting to bat first, the Windies posted a mammoth 207 for a 3, or they thought so. The skipper Nicholas Pooran top scored with 64. That included 2 4s and 6 6s, while Shamar Brooks, who opened the batting, got 49 with 2 4s and 4 6s, and fellow opener Brandon King 43 with 7 4s and 2 6s. Then a clinical opening partnership of 158 between Mohammad Rizwan and Babar Azam powered Pakistan to their highest successful chase in T20 international cricket, as they beat the Windies by 7 wickets, scoring 208 for 3. Player of the match and the series was Rizwan. He got 87 with 10 4s and 3 6s, and Azam made 79 with 9 4s and 2 6s, as the Windies were swept in the series 3-0. That was scheduled to begin tomorrow, but it has been postponed until next June because of concerns related to COVID-19. Meanwhile, in other cricket news, very quickly, Australia 473 for 9 declared a mammoth total and already have England reeling on 12 for 1. That action is on MCTV's Sports Match Channel Live. Let's take a look at the weather now. The temperature right now, 26.2 degrees Celsius. It's feeling nice and cool on the outside, feeling even cooler than the temperature right now registered. It's feeling like 25 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 89%. There is some rain in the atmosphere. Barometric pressure 10-12 millibars, and those winds are coming out of the east at 28 kilometers per hour. We'll see a low tide around 10 minutes after 8 this morning. The high tide will be in the afternoon at 29 minutes to 3. Those seas are still rough in open water. Swells are peaking around the 3-meter mark and holding steady. A small craft and high surf warning is in effect for above normal sea swells. We'll get a mix of sunshine and clouds here in Barbados today with a few brief scattered light showers. Tonight, you'll get clear skies with cloudy periods and a few brief scattered light showers. And here is a quick look at the international weather forecast. And that's it for the Friday edition of the CBC Morning Report. I'm Shane Seeley. Morning Barbados with Pearson Boyne starts now.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Indeed, good morning to you, everyone. Welcome to today, Friday. You know, for me, it's the best day of the week, right? Friday. I'm Pearson Bowen. Thank you so much for joining me right here. For those of you in Barbados, good morning, good morning, good morning. And for those of you across the globe watching on our YouTube channel and or our Facebook streams, good morning to you as well. Lest I forget, let me wish Megan and Anthony Smith a happy 51st wedding anniversary. Megan would have been one of those who we called in our Christmas competition, so she was glad to tell us that today Anthony and Megan Smith are celebrating their 51st wedding anniversary. They have been married longer than most of my production crew have been alive. Now, that's a long time. Congratulations, both of you, coming from the children, grands, great-grands, and the entire family. So here's hoping you have a big celebration today, just like Amaze. Amaze is also marking today their beginning of a big 11-day sale. Ryan Boyce, their marketing man, will join us to talk a little bit about what we can expect there. We'll meet in our Bajan Afar, Big Mike. Big Mike's Calypso Kitchen, that's what he's going to be talking to us about, plus an initiative which he's started to bring relief and joy to some of those who patronize his business there in the UK. And if you're still scratching your head trying to figure out what do I put on the table for those who are coming to sit with me at Christmas time, there's a show for that. And it's a show coming to TV8, and we'll share with you some of the recipes that you may want to try to sparkle the experience at Christmas next weekend. We'll also today be hearing more about what happens tonight here at TV8 and also on your social media platforms as BARP brings Christmas home. And we're looking forward to interacting with the president of BARP herself, Mornin Barbados, a Christmas girl. So look out for that too. But let's get started this morning by talking a little bit more about this activity called an urban market. I know your question, what is that? Well, to talk a little bit more about that is a woman, this energy behind it, Janelle Walcott. Janelle, good morning to you.
Good morning, Pearson. Thank you for having me on this morning.
You're very welcome indeed. Urban market, with a question, what is it?
Okay, so basically urban market is an outdoor shopping experience. And we started in July, and this December, we are having a big outdoor market where persons can come and shop for just about anything that they need, whether it's for their house, whether it's gifts. Consider it your outdoor mall.
My outdoor mall. But why are you doing this? Because I can see the business benefit, but why are you doing this?
Well, we went through a really hard time as small business owners trying to maintain ourselves during the lockdowns that we would have experienced over the last year or so. And I was thinking about how would people who are working from home, who had to shut down, move back home, how would they now be able to reach their customers? And I was just thinking that this would be the perfect opportunity to get persons to come into one space and then have customers find them there. And, you know, it was really hard because entertainment is really one of my main areas. But then I had to find other ways to keep myself supported during that season time. So in understanding the challenges that I would have faced, I felt that there were other small business owners, home businesses who were experiencing similar challenges. And I thought that this was a great opportunity to help them, help themselves to be able to reach their customers and make money essentially.
Yeah, the pandemic also unearthed a lot of creativity in us. You know, sometimes, literally, it is true that, you know, it's the mother of invention. And so here we are, we've found pages and we're creating all sorts of things. And urban market also affords us the opportunity to come and see and buy all sorts of things. So what can we, when is it, first of all, when is the market, where is the market, and what will be at the market?
Okay, lots of questions there, Pearson, and I'll
Yes,
try to
where,
remember all of them and answer
when,
them.
and what?
Yes, okay. So we're going to be at the YMCA this Saturday from 8 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. And if you're familiar with the YMCA, it's really one of the long-standing organizations in Barbados who they've focused on self-development and encouraging ways for persons to make a living, which is definitely in line with our business objectives. So that's the when and the where. And we will be having lots of items. So you have your household goods, you have things to make your house look beautiful, your curtains, your mats, anything that you can possibly think about. And then, of course, if you want something personalized, you can find those there. We have persons who are making handmade jewelry, they have persons that are making beaded bracelets. And to make sure that your health is also taken care of, there will be persons there who will have different medicinal products that you can use, natural products that you can use to help take care of yourself. So there really is a wide range. We also have the Women's Deaf Association who will be there as well. And if you're familiar with them, you know that they would have different craft items that they also make as well.
One of the things I see here that you are also offering would be books written by children for children. Now that is something totally different, and that's a great reason to take the children along to this space at the YMCA on Saturday. It's as in tomorrow.
Yes, as in tomorrow. Yeah, the week really has gone, but it hasn't hit. But yes, it's tomorrow. And those books, you can get those there. One of our vendors has brought those out for you. And I've been looking at these books, and I think it's a great opportunity now for you to be able to get something that will be relatable. And this is the opportunity to do that. And we also have a couple of things happening, so you can bring the children along and you can do some kite flying. The winds are expected to be high enough that you can get your kites up in the air. So the children will have some activities to keep them busy as well. And the ballroom club of the YMCA will be showcasing some dance moves because you know what would a Beijing Christmas be without some dance moves, you know,
Yes,
by a
yes.
group.
I know Shay and her group are always willing to help. So here we are on the screen, we're seeing some information that says you can shop for those unique gifts and deals, which include plants, jewelry, herbal remedies, tie-dye, the household items, toys, clothing, skincare, art, baby clothing, handmade accessories, books, and a whole lot more. There's going to be live DJ music and food and drinks on sale, right?
Yes, yes, we're gonna make this a really great day. Of course, we're doing everything safely, so persons are expected to come with their masks. We will be sanitizing and making sure that everyone remains safe throughout the day. So there's a lot happening, but to know everything that's happening, you have to stay in touch with us at 246 Urban Market 246 on the social media because that is where you will keep in touch. And one other thing that I wanted to mention, Pearson, is that we're having an online competition where you can learn more about YMCA and about Barbados at the same time. But to know about that, you will have to be following us on the social media.
Follow them on the social media to learn a whole lot more. It's going to be absolutely safe. But what I want you to give the guarantee to people watching today, because oftentimes we think things made in Barbados are not as good as. Give us the guarantee that the things made in Barbados are sometimes better than some of the other things brought into this island.
Oh, of course. I mean, the persons who take the time and the effort to produce products for you, whether it's skincare, whether it's jewelry, I mean, they've put their blood, sweat, and tears sometimes literally in making sure that you get the prime products that you can use, which will be healthy for you. And best of all, they're made by persons who live in your country. So what a better way to support persons. The guarantee is, and I would say based on other markets that we have done, we have persons who would call me up and say, well, I need to reach this particular person because I tried this particular product or I bought this particular item and I want more. I mean, the reviews would definitely speak for themselves. So we want you to make sure that you support local business owners, local artisans, and persons who are into handcrafting items.
And one way to get to know
You
what
definitely will get
is,
stuff with quality.
yeah, one way to get to know what is available by quality and what is available, period, is to go to the urban market tomorrow. Starts at 8:30 in the morning, and it's not the whole day. You know, you got to get off the field before the sun sets. So it's 8:30 till 3
Exactly.
in the afternoon, and it's at the YMCA's location there in Pinfold Street. So it's a good reason to you to go and browse, see what's available. How many people do you think would be setting up stalls and that we can come and browse from?
We're expecting somewhere between, let's say, 25 and 35 persons to be there. There could be more because I've been getting calls up to last night for persons who are still interested in coming out. So there will be plenty to see and lots of variety. You will find something there for yourself, for your family, a gift. You will find something. And the deals are there as well. The thrift items will be on sale as well. So you can find something that you need, an outfit, piece of jewelry, household. There are plenty of items there for you.
I love that you're pulling together local entrepreneurs to be able to benefit in this way. What is it that motivates? As you said to me, you yourself would have found yourself struggling as a consequence of the entertainment area being impacted by the pandemic. But is there anything else about Janelle that made Janelle stand up and say, I can do this, not just for myself, but I'd like to do it for others as well?
Well, somehow I've always found myself in that position to be creating or doing something. And one of the things that I am by nature is a coordinator. So I'm that person that pulls things together and to see the long-term vision and make sure that it all comes together. So having that kind of drive behind myself as a person, I decided that, okay, well, I can do this, I can make an impact. And I think it's important that small businesses have the opportunity to be seen, be heard, and be known, and to also have persons patronize their businesses. And this seemed like the perfect opportunity to do that.
I so agree with you. How was it working with Shay Greenwich and her crew at the YMCA and getting their agreement to work along with you?
Oh, they're awesome. I mean, Shay has been so helpful and responsive to everything that we've asked. I mean, the YMCA team, they're, you know, I don't think I've heard the answer no to anything. It's like, yes, let's see how we can make this work. And from the time we pitched the idea to Shay, she was extremely excited about it. I know Shay has the vision that one day we'll have 100 businesses on that field, and it will just be like a big family day. So we're going to work towards that and continue to work with YMCA because we believe in the vision that they have as well, to making sure that the youth is supported in Barbados and that opportunities are provided for persons to benefit.
And the big mural there tells the story of times in Barbados. So you can take the children along, let them learn the story of Barbados along the mural as well. So it's tomorrow from 8:30 in the morning until 3:30 in the afternoon. And we want all Barbadians, as many of you as possible, to come down and patronize the urban market. It's on the playing field there by the YMCA. It's the urban market. It's a Christmas shopping experience on the grounds in Pinfold Street. If you still have to, if you want to register still, you can contact Urban Market at Urban Market 246 on Instagram. You can call or send a WhatsApp message to 267 3663. 267 3663. Thank you, team. And of course, when you go, be sure to follow all of the COVID-19 protocols in place. Bring your best behavior. Bring your biggest wallet. Bring it stuffed with money because you're going to be going home with some great bargains, but some well-made local items as well. And that's what's most important, that you're supporting our entrepreneurs, our local craftspeople. All sorts of things will be available. Remind us again, Janelle, of the range of items that we can be buying when we come to the urban market tomorrow.
Okay, so you'll have your selection of handmade crafts and accessories, buys. You'll also be able to get your household items, so you can get thrift clothing, new clothing as well. Baby items will also be there. Lots of handmade accessories, your beaded jewelry, herbal remedies, and we have a school which is on showcase, which they will also have stuff that their children would have created. I mean, there's so many things happening that will be on sale and on show at the urban market tomorrow. From 8 a.m., get there early, bring the kids, bring the kites. Let's make this a wonderful day.
I love it. Well said, Janelle Walcott. She's a lady, the passion, the energy behind Urban Market. And, you know, for those of you who are wondering when will be the next, track her and send her a WhatsApp or you can call her, or you can send her a message on Instagram as well and get to know more about Urban Market. It's well done, Janelle. Thank you so much. I wish you much success with the effort tomorrow and the efforts in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Bristol, and good morning, Barbados.
Likewise. Janelle Walcott, the lady behind Urban Market. It's tomorrow, and it's a big sale. It's a big opportunity for all Barbadians, all walks of life, to go and buy and support. We're coming back with more on Morning Barbados right after this break.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
12 minutes now to go to 7 o'clock. You know, a famous Barbadian man says, whoa, yo, something's happening, and it's so exciting, and it happens tonight. And to talk a little bit more about that is Mornin Ricebowen, who is the president of the Barbados Association of Retired Persons. Mornin, good morning to you.
Good morning, Pearson, and how are you?
I'm well. I was going to tempt you to just sing the song for me, but not this morning.
Because you know I'm not afraid.
Well, sing it.
Which one? Something's happening? Which one?
Yes, that one.
Oi, something happening.
And it's so exciting. Well done, Mornin. Good morning to you indeed. BARP has something really exciting happening tonight. Where do we start to talk about this?
Tonight at 8:30 on CBC television, on all the social media platforms, we are bringing it home with BARP for Christmas.
Yes.
What is this, Pearson? Traditionally, we host band concerts throughout the island. But of course, with the COVID pandemic, we decided to host one virtual band concert.
Mm-hmm.
So tonight we'll be entertained by the band of the Royal, the band of the Barbados Police Service. We'll have Red Plastic Bag, Biggie Irie, Betty P, and a rising star, only 10 years old, Sedera Ford. So it's going to be a night full of excitement where families could gather around. Tonight on the Zoom platform, persons will be given prizes for the best Christmas tree. If somebody has on a Santa outfit or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Pearson, it's the only concert in Barbados that you're not going to be you're not paying for the event, but you could leave with a ham.
Wow.
We have some good prizes for tonight.
You got that right.
I mean, a ham. Some people will move away with a cake. We have a whole set of prizes for tonight. But this event could not have been possible without our sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
And our sponsors for this evening is Wine World, Lynch Insurance Brokers, City of Bridgetown, Trident Insurance, Sagicor Life Insurance, Beacon Insurance, Urgent Care, and Eddie's Supermarket. So we have our sponsors. They've all, rallied around us and recognize the value this event will bring to families. So tonight, Pearson, you can sit around or dance around, roll the rugs up, push the furniture around, and just party, celebrate Christmas tonight, the BARP style.
I just love the fact that our seniors, and I say that deliberately, are finding themselves so comfortable with the technology that they understand that this is where they ought to be and shall be tonight, and that they themselves too can be a part of the Zoom room and have the same experience that our younger people do have and can win, as you've just explained. Now the band of the Royal, see me, I fall into the same trap as you.
Yes.
The band of the Barbados Police Service will be entertaining us as they always have over the years, excellently. And then you have some real stellar vocalists who will be a part of it too. But I'm so happy because I see the work of BARP. You're evolving, and as I would have said to your marketing executive, your executive earlier on in this week, BARP is on the move. You're doing some really revolutionary things at this time, and I believe the seniors themselves are feeling that wind of change.
Oh yes, most definitely. Pearson, just before we go on to the technology, I want to say that the person bringing everything together tonight, who will be our MC, is Bell Holder. So, tonight we're going to have a whole set of fun with Bell at the helm. But with reference to the technology, October 1st, which was International Day for Seniors, the theme for the period was digital equity for all ages. So at BARP, we arranged Zoom sessions. So our seniors they had three opportunities to learn how to go onto the Zoom platform. And so we know for sure that our seniors are comfortable enough to use Zoom tonight because we used it for our AGM. And we are saying what we said to them is, that's a perfect way to keep in touch with the grandchildren, the ones overseas, Zoom. COVID reshaped our world. But what it did, it showed us how we can use technology to stay in touch. You can't hug, but you can still, as a granny, you go up to the screen, give them a little kiss. But Zoom helps to beat that boredom, Pearson.
Yes.
It erases that boredom. So without doubt, our seniors at BARP are comfortable enough to use Zoom. So they will be in the house tonight.
For sure. And it gives them the opportunity to not, I was going to use the word network, but just to socialize. Just to do what seniors do. Love to talk, share stories, laugh at each other, love each other. And that's the beautiful thing about the whole thing. So I know for sure we posted the information of how you can log in to the Zoom room on our social media pages. There will be on yours. That information is also on your social media pages. So that people know how to log in. And we want to encourage Barbadians everywhere, whether you're a senior or not, to come in tonight.
Make it a family event. You have the little ones there, they can dance along, and you're doing it within the safety of your home.
Yes.
And Pearson, persons from North America would smile when we say the night's a little chilly, but they are. So tonight you don't have to worry because you're inside. If you were outside, you have to put on a little scarf, a little sweater. But tonight, you're on the inside. Make some sandwiches, some drink. We are going to have a party tonight, not only in Barbados, but wherever our media platforms are. BARP, we are weaving our way into homes across the world tonight. So we want to feel that energy as we are bringing it home with BARP for Christmas.
Talk, Mornin. I love it. I love the energy you're exuding this morning. Is glorious. Folks, we posted the information for the Zoom room on your screen right now. Just take a look at your screen quickly, write it down, and of course, if you just want to go back and check it later, we'll have it on the show, on our Facebook page as well. So that's the information right there. Take your time. We won't rush you with this. Take your time and write it down and come into the Zoom room. Now, I know that Kim, when she was on earlier this week, she said to us, they're looking for the best decorated Christmas tree, and yours is stunning.
Yes.
Mornin, look, yours is stunning. Look at that.
I try to think.
So
we're looking for the trees. Thank you. We're looking for the trees tonight. We're looking for the homes. You know, some people already have their place, according to the Bajans, fixed off. So let's show the world how we do it. You know, if you have a Santa shirt, whatever, whatever, just show. We want to see what Christmas is like in Barbados. So we are going to come into your homes in person. Just for a quick minute, I want to share with the audience some of the prices. You have a BARP membership for 1 year. There are 2 hams that could be one tonight. We have a Bibisco hamper, a hamper from Amanda's, lunch for 2 Senses Marché, dinner for 2 from La Veranda, dinner for 2 Pavo, and Pearson, to crown it all off. We are going to we have a basket of ground provisions, and in there some green peas and everything. So somebody would not have to buy the sweet potato to make the sweet potato pie. Somebody would not have to buy that extra set of green. At BARP, we think of everything.
Yes.
And Pearson, one more thing is the 2 hams that have been donated. We have a friend of BARP in New York, Progressive Imports. They are the agents for the Exotica products, and they are in New York. And they sent some funds for us to purchase these hams. To give to for 2 lucky persons. So that's the kind of wave that BARP is creating, that, you know, somebody from New York could send us funds to buy 2 hams and say, listen, give this to 2 persons as a gift tonight. So Barbados, we want you to log on early. We have good prizes. We have extremely good talent. You can't ask for more tonight.
You really can't. You really can't. Get fancy, folks. When you dress up tonight in the Zoom room, be as fancy as we can. Have a necklace that Mornin with this morning, which is really beautiful.
But tonight, let me show you. It's ready. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. It's Christmas.
So get all dressed up, look your best, really, and show your best with your trees, by different things how you celebrate Christmas as well. Doll up the house, doll up the corner that you'll be operating in as well. But most of all, get up and dance, get up and move, keep moving, dance, engage, and enjoy yourself. You know, our social media people are reacting. Wilma Turton said she's looking forward to BARP's concert tonight, featuring the band and all of the other wonderful entertainers. So there's already quite an excitement about tonight. Rhonda Hines-Graham, she's saying good morning to Friday to all of you. Thanks to BARP. She will be there, and she's looking forward to having a great time.
Rhonda.
And I'm sure thousands of Barbadians watching will be before their television sets. They will be on their social media platforms. It's on our Facebook page. It's on our YouTube page. It's going to be on yours. It's on Zoom.
It's on our page. Yes.
It's global.
Everywhere. It's everywhere.
Yeah, that's well said. It's everywhere. And so we want you everywhere to log in and be a part of it. Tonight starts at 8:30, and we are going to take a couple hours to just have and celebrate with BARP. Before we go, I want to really, again, commend you on the effort to lower the age of entry to BARP. There is such a level of excitement that has been generated by that decision alone. It is overwhelming.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to that happening.
Thank you very much for your support, Pearson. And the 40-year-olds are equally as eager.
Wait, you trying to tell me I'm not in my 40s?
Pearson.
I've been around a little while.
Don't go there. Yeah, you've been around a little while.
That's all right. Mornin, thank you so much. All the best with tonight's activity and the future activities of BARP. Of course, we're always ready here at Mornin Barbados to support the work of our seniors and BARP. And I want to wish you the best for the holidays as well.
Thank you, and likewise. And I looking for you tonight, Pearson, as we're bringing it home with BARP for Christmas.
There you go. Well said indeed. That's Mornin Rice-Bowen, who is the president of BARP, encouraging all of us, me included, to be there from 8:30 this evening before my TV screen, either watching it on YouTube or on Facebook, and be in the Zoom room. You get chances to win some wonderful prizes tonight. We're going to take a break right here. We're coming back with more on Morning Barbados.
Bringing it home with BARP, the Christmas edition. Swing into the season with the Barbados Police Service Band as they perform their greatest hits, along with RPB, Betty B, and Biggie Ivory. Friday, December 17th from 8:30 p.m. Live on CBC TV8 and on all social media platforms. Join the Zoom to win prizes and lots of surprises. Bringing it home with BARP, the Christmas edition.
Morning.
help reduce the number of lives lost to COVID-19. It's coming from the head of the Voluntary Vaccination Unit here in Barbados, Emergency Room Physician Dr. Hilary Moore.
What we do know from facts and figures is that the people that are vaccinated, it is not that they don't get COVID, and it's not also that some of them may not also get ill. And if you realize, the majority that do get ill generally are of the older age group or the ones with multiple comorbid conditions. But what we know is that those being vaccinated, even when they get ill, are able to recover. They're able to get ill. People need to realize that that is what it's doing. It's really preparing your body to fight if it gets it, having that knowledge and that information.
And for those who have contracted COVID-19, new studies are showing that the level of immunity from getting the jab is actually longer lasting than from the virus itself.
If you've had COVID-19, the studies are saying within 4 weeks of your diagnosis, you can actually get your shots, your booster shot, whichever vaccine that you need, because that's also going to help. And what we're showing is that the innate immunity, or the immunity that your body produces from the actual infection, isn't as long lasting as it is with a vaccine. So they're saying though 4 weeks after your infection is when you can actually get your booster, first shot, second shot, whichever one.
Looking at stats here in Barbados now, the number of COVID-19 cases continues to trend downwards. 44 new positives were recorded from 1,100 tests conducted by the Best Dos Santos Public Health Laboratory. 191 people are in isolation facilities, while 1,396 people are in home isolation. One person, however, died from COVID-19 on Wednesday, a 68-year-old man who was unvaccinated. He passed away at the Harrison Point Isolation Facility. The saga surrounding striking nurses here in Barbados continues, with the General Secretary of the Barbados Labour Party, Senator Dr. the Most Honourable Jerome Walcott, calling on the Leader of the Opposition and also the Leader of the Democratic Labour Party to break their silence on the ongoing Unity Workers Union nurses impasse. In a statement issued yesterday, he said silence is not an option, especially when the local public health care system is being imperiled by recklessness.
Lives are literally being put at risk, and putting the lives of ordinary Barbadian citizens who depend on all of us to maintain a stable and well-functioning healthcare system on a platform of personal or political egoism is utterly unacceptable and distinctly un-Barbadian. The Barbados Labour Party is therefore moved to call on Bishop Atherley, as we are indeed calling on the current president of the Democratic Labour Party, Ms. Verla de Pisa, to break their silence on this matter and let the public of Barbados understand where they stand on this most unfortunate situation.
And finally, in our 7 a.m. headline news, the Pan American Health Organization has warned vaccine inequity continues to divide the Americas region. And according to Director Dr. Carissa Etienne, if it is not addressed, countries will fail to bring COVID-19 under control. Here's what she had to say.
32 of the 51 countries and territories of the Americas have already achieved the WHO global target of 40% vaccination coverage by the 31st December of 2021. And we believe that many others will reach this goal in the next few weeks. However, we cannot forget the remaining 19 countries and territories that have yet to reach the 40% vaccination coverage target. Haiti, Jamaica, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Guatemala, French Guiana, St. Lucia, and Montserrat all report coverage rates below 30%. PAHO therefore will continue to provide very close support to these countries so they too can achieve the global targets and protect their populations.
And Pearson, for those following the Ashes, I can tell you at the end of day's play on day 2, Australia 473 for 9 declared England in early trouble, 17 for 2, losing the two openers Hasib Hamid and Rory Burns. So those scores again: 473 for 9 declared and 17 for 2. All the action is on MCTV's Sports Match channel. That's channel 310. Back to you, Pearson.
Thank you, Shane. Of course, Shane will be back at 12 noon with an update in the CBC News Day right here on TV8. It's 7:30 after 7. We'll take a break here. We're back with more on Morning Barbados.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
9.5 minutes now after 7 o'clock. You know what time that is, right? It is time for you to call me on 228-5562 or 228-5563. I have a question for you. It is time for today's Crumbs Bakery question of the day. 228-5562 or 228-5563. Here is today's Crumbs question of the day. I am a drink made from a root and is popular around Christmas time. I am a drink made from a root and I am popular around Christmas time. What am I? 228-5562 or 228-5563. Let's see if you figure this root drink out. I am a drink made from a root and I am popular at Christmas time. What am I? Call me by name and call me first on 228-5562 or 228-5563 and answer correctly. You get a chance to win today with Crumbs Bakery. In the Crumbs Bakery question of the day, I am a drink made from a root and I'm popular around Christmas time. What am I? Good morning. Hello.
Good morning. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, very good.
Good to hear you. And what's your first name?
Lee.
Say it again.
Leanne.
Help me kind through.
Leanne.
Oh, Leanne. You are Leanne. Okay, Leanne. What parish are you watching from?
Christchurch.
Okay, Leanne of Christchurch. What do you think is the answer?
I think it's sorrel.
Have you ever made sorrel?
A long time ago, you put it to dry and
What do you put to dry?
I know you put the plant to dry for a few days and then
Which part of the plant? Which part of the plant? The leaves, the root, the what? What part of the plant?
Leaves, the whole the leaves.
So I am a drink made from a root. You still think it's sorrel?
I think so, ain't sorrel?
Leanne, you're wrong.
I know
no, but it's popular, but it's not the one made from a root. Thank you, Leanne, okay?
All right.
Have a good day. Thank you so much. Leanne, she's in Christchurch. She is so off. 228-5562 or 228-5563. Let's see if you figured it out now. I am a drink made from a root, and I am popular at Christmas time. What am I? 228-5562, 228-5563. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning. Sorry.
Hi, how are you?
Not too bad.
Good. What's your first name?
Yozine.
Yozine. Now that's a different name. Is this Yozine I know?
Yes.
Yozine, long time no here.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in years.
Years. I mean, from when I was a little boy, right?
No,
You're
not
ready to
the
laugh. Yosine, but what parish are you watching from?
background. I'm from St. Michael.
St. Michael. And the reason I remember your name because I've never heard your name anywhere else since I met you,
Yeah.
Yosine, and my days of working in banking.
I know
So,
you from Barclays.
that's correct. Those
Yeah.
days in banking years ago. So, Yosine,
Yeah.
what do you think? You should know this then. What's the answer?
I think it's sorrel though, 'cause that's the only thing that usually you use from the root.
Sorrel is done from the root.
I think it is sorrel.
Yosine,
Huh?
it is not sorrel.
But let me hear the
Thank you.
question again.
I told you I am a drink made from a root. And I'm popular around Christmas time, so what am I? And you told me sorrel, so no, that can't work. But good to hear you. Have a merry time, okay?
Okay.
All right, Yosine, take care now. My gosh, from years ago. I mean, this is years I've met Yosine. 228-5562 or 228-5563. I'm all trying to figure out my age that for you. 228-5562 or 228-5563. Good morning, hello.
A blessed good morning.
Oh, that is sweet. A blessed good morning to you as well. Hello, what's your first name?
Maureen?
Maureen?
Yes, please.
All right, Maureen. And what parish are you watching from, Maureen?
St. Michael's.
St. Michael. What do you think is the answer, Maureen?
It's ginger. You made ginger beer.
So what's the answer for me, Maureen?
Your answer is ginger.
My answer is ginger?
Yes, please.
I am a drink
Ginger.
made from a root and is popular at Christmas time. What am I? What is this drink?
Ginger, we make ginger beer.
What's your answer? Give me one answer now.
The answer is ginger. The root
I
is
can
ginger.
work you this morning.
I don't mind.
Give me your final answer now, and you better come
My
right.
answer is ginger. And you
Ginger's
make
what?
ginger beer.
So what is the drink?
Ginger beer.
Well, tell me so now. Well, you'd bet me all around the world to tell me that. It's ginger beer. It's made from the root. You're absolutely right. You see how simple that was now?
Yeah.
How many teeth do I have left in your mouth? Because I've had to pull teeth just now. So talk to me. Have you ever made ginger beer?
Of course.
Really? How is it made? I don't know.
You grated it. You wash the ginger first.
Mm-hmm.
You scrape it. You grate it.
Mm-hmm.
You boil the water. And you steep it. And
So
then
how
you
long?
flavor it.
You steep it until the water goes cold?
Yeah.
And then you flip, and that's all it takes?
And you can put your spices with it. What do you prefer
Talk
to
to-
put with it?
Because what you're sounding so far to me as if you're making ginger tea.
No,
You-
no,
I wait. So tell me
You
what's
can
the
put
difference
bay-
now?
You put bay leaf with it.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And what
You
makes it a
sugar
bear?
it.
What listen to me. What makes it a bear?
Well, everybody don't drink alcohol. Otherwise,
You
you can,
ain't got
put
a
a
clue.
beer, you can put a beer with it.
You don't have a clue. But that's all right. Your winner this morning is saying ginger beer. You could have told me, person, I really don't know, but I like it. I will live with that.
Okay.
But thank you so much, all right?
You're welcome.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
You're very welcome indeed. She's absolutely right. She said to me, ginger beer. And she's spot on indeed. That was it for today's Crumbs Bakery question of the day. Simple Simon made the pieman. By the way, I haven't heard from Melda in a while. Melda, I hope you're well. I wish you only the very best this weekend as well. We're going to take a break here, and we're coming back to talk about celebrations at Amaze.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
18 minutes after 7 o'clock. Now, I urge you, hold on to something sturdy because here comes a burst of energy in Mr. Ryan Boyce, who is the, he's laughing already, the marketing representative of Amaze. Good morning to you, Ryan.
Good morning, Pearson. Thank you for having us. We are already excited. It's our celebration today, our customer appreciation today. And you're wearing the right colors, Pearson. That's part of our colors right now. Yeah.
That's right.
Thank you for having us. Good morning, Barbados. Today, we are inviting all of you over to Amaze. We are excited. We've already prepped for persons to come through. We're going to have a fantastic day from 9 o'clock this morning until 8 p.m. this evening. And we have something for everybody. In fact, we're even launching some stuff today. I want to make sure everybody knows that we're launching something on this customer appreciation. They're noodles.
Ooh,
and as you can see,
carrot. Wheat noodles, low in salt, which is good.
Correct. Okay, and you see that there are no preservatives, all the fancy stuff that people are. So those who are health conscious, we are looking out for you. We also have some in beef flavor as well too. So you know, it's very good for vegetarians, those persons who still want to celebrate over the Christmas season. Try something new, and you know where you're gonna find it today at Amaze. That's correct. Anniversary today. Yeah.
I passed through the area, Ryan. You know, I was watching the preparations. The big tent is up. Everything is in place already. We're just waiting for the clock to tick tock to 9 o'clock.
You know the thing. You sound excited just like me.
But I'm going to be there. So look for me. I'm going to be there this morning.
Oh, man, we're looking forward. And I'm gonna really see if I can ring Pearson's arm to at least sing a little Christmas carol for all of us today, you know. In fact, we're also gonna have persons singing. We have Keon Walters and we have Crystal J, you know, and maybe Pearson Boy. And we're also gonna have persons on steel pan playing a little Christmas music. Our saxophonist will be there as well. And persons can also, while they're hearing the music, enjoy their health checks. Yes, it's no pain. I've done it before. The state happens so quickly for your sugar checks and your cholesterol check. You don't even realize that you've gotten a sugar state and that sort of thing as well. Qualified nurses, I'm telling you. And those persons who have, we understand that we're in the season of, or that space of COVID, we do have something that a lot of COVID patients have used to help them through, and there's something called Look At That. I'm telling you, that is available today. You know, there's a little bit of lung care. That's correct, lung care. And we also have, like I said, for that, VIF10, and our staff use our own products. And there's also immunocare. Therefore, we are looking out for you. So come and look out for us today. Come look for us today. From 9 o'clock this morning, there's snow cone, there's fruits and vegetables, sweet potatoes, cucumbers, you know, beets and pumpkin, those sorts of things, so that persons can have a little meal over the season. Children are out, bring them along. We have snow cone for them. Food will be serving all day, so you don't even have to go and purchase lunch. You come across by Amaze and you will be sure to be fed, okay? Indeed. And we also still have that special in the store. So like I said, the strategy is that some persons, Granny will stand in the line, go into the store, pick up the glucose care, pick up the joint care, pick up the hair products, pick up all the fancy stuff in the store, getting the 20% discount off, while the children are outside enjoying some, you know, the dancing man, listening to the music, getting some ice cream, as well as making sure that, you know, everything runs smoothly. That's what we have there. We will have persons ensuring that everyone follows the protocols. We can tell you that. Please wear your mask. Look, I already have my Amaze. Look for me with my Amaze mask, please.
Yes.
Yeah. And look for all of our representatives wearing our Amaze mask all throughout. They will be monitoring to make sure that you wear your own mask. We have the industrial sanitizer as well. Make sure that persons follow all the protocols. We will have monitors throughout our patrons and things like that. It is our customer appreciation, and we're giving back to you. The sale starts today, right?
Yes.
But from tomorrow, the discount price reduces. So I think you should do a little bit of calculation, okay? If you get 20% today and 10% from tomorrow, that's all I'm gonna say.
It's wiser to go today. Wiser to go today. And based upon the planning that has gone on already, every effort will be made to keep everyone safe. And that's the guarantee for those of you who have questions on your minds. Every effort by Amaze will be made to make sure that everyone is safe. But we want you to come in your best behavior, because the guarantee is that there is enough stock for everyone.
Right? You're absolutely correct. That is correct. There's enough for everyone, and we know somebody will know somebody who needs something. Yes, we understand that as well. And before we do anything, we start with a word of prayer, especially now persons who are going through all sorts of troubles and things like that. We have a moment of prayer. We also, when pray for persons who are also struggling with the COVID and other issues, we pray for our nation, that sort of thing, as well as to keep us safe at this time as well. And then from there on, you take your time. It's a very easy event. There is no quarreling. There is no rowdiness or anything. So persons who have been here before know how we do it and how we conduct business, and therefore there's nothing to be afraid of and that sort of thing. So come stretch it back a little bit, pick up one or two. We have a kitchen area too, that same noodles that I showed you earlier, that you can get your saucepans and your sorts of things that you can get your cooking products. And there are some herbs that we are now introducing, some strong curries and some seeds as well, that persons who are going to do their salads. We have it at Amaze, and I saw the price and I heard that it tastes real good too. I can't wait to get it.
I tell you, it's a great time to do your Christmas shopping. They're gifts. They're gifts. So you can buy toys and so on that the children would absolutely love. And what I love about it is that today is the day you get the greatest discount. The biggest discount is today. You will get discount on the 11 days following, the 10 days following today. But the bigger discount is today. And there's every good reason why you need to get there today, and early o'clock. That's the important thing.
Even if you come at your lunch hour, we're still going to be there. Even if you come right after work, we're still going to be there. And you get the same benefit whether you get there. But you know what, Pierce? If you pass there now, I am telling you, persons are going to be there. And we already started accommodating those persons, give them a little breakfast stuff and that sort of thing. So right through, we are there. And I'm telling you, something for the children, something for the teenagers, something for the adults, something for those who just joined BARP, something for those who want to travel and that sort of thing. So we have a 4207809, but make sure you get them there today. We're looking for you guys. And listen to our outside broadcast, because I hear a certain somebody, like I said, is going to come and sing a carol. And we also have home products that we can, if you want to do your washing, like a little washing machine sort of thing, we can change, just get a little bucket and it changes it into a bit of a washing machine, so that persons who still want to, there are hardware bits in there as well. Solar Christmas lights. I've been passing it. Everybody don't have their lights. I know it might be a little. We have solar Christmas lights. Okay, I'm gonna get them today. We're looking for you over at Amaze, just at the bottom of Oyster Hill, number 12 and 13 is Plaza. If you don't know, get off at Oyster when you catch the bus and look for everybody coming from an easterly direction with the Amaze bikes. Okay. You can see everybody walking through with one of these here, and it says health supplements, jewelry, toys, electronics, household items, gifts, buys, clothes, much more. Okay.
Eyes are good, right? The eyes are good. Well done. You said Oyster Hill, but it's really Thornbury Hill, and that's the thing. Thornbury Hill. I know the area. So just get into Oysins. Just get into Oysins. And even if you are uncertain as to where you are, you ask anyone who is in Oysins, where is Amaze? They will point you in the direction. And you can't miss it, because you'll hear the great music, and it's going to be wholesome music. You will
That's
see the
correct.
crowd, and right away you know exactly where you are because the benefits are all right there. And that's where everybody's going today from 9 o'clock this morning.
Correct. That's right. We have ample parking for persons who want to nip in, maybe just pop in to get their blood pressure checks and things like that. We have ample parking. We have enough room for social distancing. We've cornered off all the areas.
Yes.
Therefore, we're also encouraging persons, once you've picked up your stuff, gotten what you've gotten for yourself, your cousin, your neighbor, your aunt, your uncle, everybody, pack them into the car or get in any bikes and just allow some other persons to come through so that
yeah, let's let this flow beautifully. Today, folks, the big anniversary sale starts at 9 this morning. Q100.7 FM will be live there from 11 o'clock. I'll be there. So I'm looking forward to seeing as many of you there too. While you're there, come over and say hi. I don't mind. Look at Hila. But it's going to be, the big discount is today. Then from tomorrow and until the end of the year, the sale continues, but at a reduced rate. But we want to encourage you to be a part of the celebration. Bring the family down and enjoy it. Thank you so much, Ryan, as always.
Thank you, Pearson. Looking forward to seeing you.
Good man, good man. Ryan Boyce is his name. He's the marketing representative of Amaze. The big sale is on this morning from 9 o'clock. We're going to take that break here. We're coming back with more this Friday on Morning Barbados.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
well, we've been in Croydon for about the last 5 years. But in this venue that we've been in here, we've only been in here for about the last 18 months. We were the bright sparks that thought we'll open up a restaurant in Croydon just before the COVID lockdown over here. But to its credit and to the people's credit, we have had such immense support that we're not concerned in that so-called sense. And it's because of that support that has caused us to springboard and give something back or pay something forward, which is very much in line with the two programs that we are involved in. We're involved in something that we call the People's Kitchen. We believe in the young, and ultimately we believe in bringing them in, training them, but they also must have a foundation of education as well, so that we can give them the life skills, they get educational skills, and then, whilst it's sad, we expect you to leave us and actually drive forward. And then on the actual spin-off of that, we do something called Challenge 100. As you showed the clip earlier, feeding our community unifies society. Look, life is good, and we want to share that. And every Friday evening at 9:30 at night, we go down there and feed approximately 100 homeless people. And we're proud of that, because that queue contains your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, a representation of yourself, and a representation of people that just aren't you. But there's one thing in common: they all are hungry and they want it fed with dignity. And I'm saying that I'm not the most righteous guy, but I'm saying God bless and pay it forward. And that is our motto. And we're not asking people to do the usual thing and donate a whole lot of money to us, and we're not asking for the donations, whatever, even though I'm not trying to say that they are not, that we wouldn't like to have them. What we're saying is support us. Order a meal in our restaurant, order in our nationwide delivery service, anything like that. And we will match that, and we will donate a meal to the homeless. So not only are we generating the commerce, which is helping our youth program, we're also being conscious enough to say, let's give it back. We're not here to make a profit, we're here to make a difference. And that's why I'm begging everybody, whether you're traveling into Croydon from Barbados, whether you've been a tourist, whether you're builders in London, small tears of Barbados, big taste of the Caribbean, come and join us and help everybody celebrate Christmas, because I don't believe anybody should be going hungry.
I so agree with you, and so many people watching no doubt feel the passion that you have for this initiative as well. So, but I want to talk a little bit about you, Mike. Now, you, the man called Michael Springer from Wildy St. Michael, who has found himself now in Croydon, in the UK, and he's doing so well with his business. What was it that took Michael from this little community in Barbados all the way to the UK to now be supplanted and become a part of that society? What was it that caused you to go there?
I'm a product of Waterford University, and I am a Commonwealthian, but I came back to Barbados in the early 80s. And I have to say, Barbados has been a foundation of not just education, but just the community and life that puts you together in such a way that you are prepared to step out of the rock, which is my foundation, to propel yourself forward. I'm lucky, we've been very successful, but most importantly, as I said, I'm so proud to be Bajan, and that spur that runs through you is what drives you through every morning. I mean, the independence celebrations, Rep Barbados, we were lucky enough to be part of the celebrations at the Mayfair and do the food for that. But there's no sweeter place than Barbados to grow. Yeah, I don't care how you want to put it. If you want to call it pie, morby, sorrow, there's anything. We played, yeah, we danced, we sang, and you know what I'm saying? We learn a lot from life skills, friendship, and education. And that is what makes you successful in life.
You're making me smile because you are so major to the core, it's not even funny. So there it is. So Big Mike's Calypso Kitchen, I suspect that the music of the islands are played, Barbadian music, the Calypso, the soca, while people are enjoying the meals. But you're also offering Bajan and Caribbean recipes, some great food. So give me a sense, if I were to come to Big Mike's Calypso Kitchen, what are some of the menu items I can choose from?
Okay, at Big Mike's, our fish cakes are award-winning. That's what we won Great Britain Chef of the Year for. So Bajan fish cakes beat everything else. But on a serious note, we unify our food. Yes, we have the fish cakes. We have our 4-cheese mac cheese. We do a plethora of roti. We do a dal roti. Now, I know Bajans like the old beef, but we do the goat. We do the chicken. We do a chana. We have something called an indoor charcoal grill called Bertha, and on there, man, we do all your, whether it's jerk chicken, grilled chicken, we do a Baxter special mashup, because there's many other nationalities of restaurants in the UK. There's very few Bajan, and that's why we keep saying a small taste of Barbados, a big taste of the Caribbean, because we want our rice and peas done well, whatever. We love our curries, and I said we love our fish. But the idea is that I want you to come in, get your food in a timely fashion, and enjoy the ambience. Yeah, yes. You can either stay with me, you can have a rum punch, you can drink a Banks. Come on Saturday and slam some dominoes, because this is home from home.
And what's been the response like, though, there at Croydon? You know, how do people respond?
It's gone very, very well. I mean, look, I can go through all of the views about, you know, COVID and the restrictions and everything else that has affected business. But the response from the Croydonites, or the Cronkites as I like to call themselves, the Bajans, the tourists, all the people, the support has been phenomenal for us. You know, whilst you have to have a product that people like, in times of need, I can hold my hand up and say, Croydon, Barbados, you supported us. And this is why we did the Give It Back. Because I honestly felt, well, if we got that amount of love, we've got to be passing it on, or else I'd be selfish.
Yes,
so,
you're quite right. You're quite right.
You know, but I tell people, when you come off the plane, if you want to taste Barbados, come to ourselves. And let me send out some thanks here too, because my mother is still over there. Dolores, Bobby, Pierce. We learned our trade. Even though I went on to be a chef, we learned our trade from home. Yes, we cooked together, laughed together, and sang together. And as I said, I have a level of respect for home that is inspired by my children. It is used as a platform for everything that we do.
So are your children involved in the business as well? Is that the legacy that you have?
Yes. Yes, my eldest daughter's there. Currently she's doing panto. She sings, but she's currently off for the month of December, and I do miss Danny very much. But it is very much a family business. Our family is my immediate family, my daughters and my wife Samantha, but I would extend it out to what I call our staff as well. You know, we are a bit of a dysfunctional mix, but all together we drive the business forward. And I want to see it taken forward, and you need to be able to let the next generations push it forward for you, because ultimately I can't see everything, and they are teaching me an awful lot.
That's brilliant. Michael Springer, Mr. Big Mike Calypso Kitchen himself. It's been our pleasure meeting you this morning. Our social media people are a buzz. There are so many different messages that have popped up on your screen, but I know you didn't see it. You were so busy talking. But when you get a chance to look again, you will see the words that they've been sharing. They're all so proud of you, as we are here at Morning Barbados as well, and in Barbados. Very, very proud of all that you're doing and all that you will continue to do. There's one, Patricia Ben says, this is so good to have a Bajan restaurant in Croydon. There wasn't any when she lived there. And so she's giving you 3 cheers and congratulations. That's one comment that came in. Caron,
I appreciate that.
Olivier is saying, thank you, Big Mike. We can hear it in your voice, how passionate you are about what you do. Proud Bajan, hashtag. That's fantastic as well. Moselle Reed is saying, so proud of you, Big Mike. You know Moselle.
No, but you know what I'm saying? It's nice to see. It's nice to see. And I'm telling everybody, you're welcome. Yeah, Pearson. When you come to London, look me up. Yeah, because I'm telling you, you'll have a great time, but I would enjoy seeing you. So thank you so much, Barbados. Happy Independence. Merry Christmas. Looking forward to seeing you in 2022. And please be safe. Please be safe.
All that back at you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much indeed. Big Mike, there he goes. That's Michael Springer, otherwise known as Big Mike, at Big Mike's Calypso Kitchen in Croydon. So anytime you go down to the UK, look for Big Mike's Calypso Kitchen and enjoy the tastes of Barbados, big on Caribbean taste as well. So we're coming right back with more on Morning Barbados.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
So it's 10.5 minutes now to go to 8 o'clock time this Friday morning for me to give you a call. Yeah, boy. That's right. Time for you to answer your phone correctly. When we call you, it's time for a giveaway in our Christmas promotion. So we're going to call you. When the phone rings, you answer correctly, and you will be a winner today, this morning, right now, right away. So the phone is ringing. Let's see if you answer it correctly. Please answer your phone. If you've entered with a cell phone, make sure it's switched on. Please always make sure you have credit on your phone. You just don't know when or if we will call you, so always be ready. So it's ringing, and that seems to be that nobody's at that number. I hate to think that you could hear the phone ringing so long and you would ignore it. So it seems no one is at that number, or hello? Okay, good. So we'll try one more time. So either they're on voice and another caller refused to accept the beep. You remember those days when you had call waiting? The beep comes through and says, I ain't answering that for nothing because I'm on a call. So let's see if someone answers the phone now. So let's see. Come on. Answer it quickly so we can get on to some other things. Let's see.
What are you going to give me for Christmas?
Hello?
What are you going to give me for Christmas?
Who's this? Where did I call? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, where did I call?
Where did you call? This is Michael.
Is this KFC?
No, sir.
So what did you just say?
What are you going to give me for Christmas?
Is that the way to answer a phone?
Yes, when it marked this day, CBC. Hallelujah. Yes, it is, Pearson.
Congratulations to you. And is this the way you've always been answering your phone since you entered the competition?
Yes,
or you
sir.
pick and choose?
Yes, sir.
All right, fair enough. What's your first name?
Golda.
Golda. Good
Yes,
to meet you this morning, Golda.
Yes, please.
That's a very different name, girl.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. You like it, though?
Yes, I do.
I know. I can tell. I can hear it in your voice. Golda is very different, very unusual. Golda, for Christmas, we're going to give to you one gift voucher.
Yes, sir.
To Zapatos by Alexander. I'm hoping my production team will step in and help me out to get it right. We'll give you one gift basket. Compliments of Zapatos by Alexander. So congratulations to you. Someone from our marketing team will call you and make that arrangement in place for you. Put it in place for you. Okay, Golda?
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Take care now, Golda. Have a good
Yes.
day indeed and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Yes, please. And you have a good
All
day
right.
and Merry Christmas to you also.
Thank
and
you
the
so
team.
much.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. 7 minutes now to go to 8 o'clock. Now, 12 days of Christmas, 12 different dishes? Perhaps. Well, we're going to be joined by Chef who has some ideas. His name is Adrian Cumberbatch. Good morning to you, Adrian. Let's take a look at the video before we get to Adrian.
I'm Chef Adrian Cumberbatch. This is the 12 recipes of Christmas. Y'all smelling it yet? I'm ready. Get your pens, your papers, crayons, whatever it is right on and right with, ready. Stay tuned. It is Christmas, everyone.
Adrian, good morning.
Good morning.
There you are. There are 12 days of Christmas, so you have 12 recipes of Christmas as well. Now, we don't have a lot of time.
12 recipes of Christmas.
So I'm curious as to what we will see in the show. Will we be seeing 12 different dishes or 12 different ways to do a dish?
12 different recipes. I still have my list here. Pearson making beef stew. The first episode is stew is on. We're making beef stew with vegetables and the corn pie. We're going to make jug, things like salad, breakfast salad, beetroot salad, pasta salad, black cake. You can't go real quickly on the black cake. That segment is going to be more rum. We're going to do a roast pork, a garlic roast pork. The segment that is coming out on Tuesday, next Tuesday at 8:03 p.m. is going to be, we went out fishing. We went for the 45 miles off Barbados to talk some dolphins. And that episode is for persons who do not eat meat for Christmas.
Right.
And we're looking for alternatives to the ham and the pork and stuff like that. So, you know, a nice full, close, pancake dolphin. You know, happy banana leaf that's coming up. So get your stuff ready to write the recipe. And we're going to go into healthy drinks, doing different things like with turmeric and ginger and the cucumbers, you know. It's time really to boost your immune system. And I want to give a big thanks to the Ministry of Health and Wellness for sponsoring this program too as well, as we work together in bringing a little healthier recipes for you for Christmas. These 12 recipes handpicked out of my grandmother's book.
She was around one lash, you know, but here it is now. So in time for Christmas, which is next weekend, you're going to be showcasing for us a number of different ways that we can prepare what we generally would have around us, whether it's the beef, the lamb, the pork, the different things, and to show how we can really have a merrier Christmas, tasting different through the hands of Adrian and your grandmother.
Yes, please, definitely. And sorry, go ahead.
I heard you in the tea saying, you know, make sure that we should have our pens and paper so we write down the recipes and we try it ourselves.
Definitely, and to get the recipes at my Instagram handle at Cook Caribbean Inc. You post on my YouTube link too as well. At Cook Caribbean Inc. The recipes, everything will be there for you that you could also write and take notes of them from the social media pages.
Cook Caribbean Inc. Cook Caribbean Inc. on Instagram. That's where you will find the recipes after the show. But all it now you can try it yourself and get ready to thrill your guests, your family, your everybody at Christmas and really have a good spread for the holiday season. What will you, Adrian, be cooking different this Christmas?
I can't cook differently. My family, it is a tradition. You know, you must have the ham and coleslaw and potato salad. And my brother's gonna do he's gonna bring the lamb. He loves to do the stew lamb.
Yes.
My cousins bring her favorite sweet potato pie. You know, come together. Especially this time now. Last 2 years was difficult, you know, to really gather. So that is why I came up with that episode of 12 recipes to bring our families back together through food and through our local cuisine as well. Because it's going to be 100% based on going to farms. And it's sure also speak to the fishermen about how COVID affected them, you know, the farmers. So it's fresh pork we use for the local farmers, you know, to help support our economy locally through food.
Minutes after 8 o'clock here on TV8, of course, you know, it's on his social media platforms as well. Cook Caribbean Inc. Cook Caribbean Inc. And you can see it right there as well. And it's a great reason for everyone to tune in. I will get to learn how to cook for sure, because I don't do the cooking. I'm telling you that up front. I don't cook. But it'd be a good way for me to at least get tempted to try a little thing myself, right?
Definitely.
So, listen, you see that dish right there? If you could just pause it and go back. That dish, which one was that?
That was a local beef stew with vegetables, plenty of vegetables, broccoli, carrots, peppers. So, you know, you add that additional healthy aspect to your meal, you know, to get your nutrients for Christmas.
That looks so good already. And it's early in the morning. That looks so delicious already. And that's what we'll experience when we watch this show coming up, of course, folks. This is the man, Cook's Kitchen. He will be in there Tuesdays for those 12 recipes of Christmas Tuesday at 8:03 right here on CBC TV8, streaming live on our platforms, but also on the Instagram page, Cook Caribbean Inc. The man is Adrian Cumberbatch. He is a chef extraordinaire, and he'll be sharing with us 12 recipes of Christmas so we can have a merrier time indeed next weekend when it's Christmas. Adrian, all the best to you, and I'm looking forward to seeing the episodes on Tuesdays.
Thank you very much. All the best to you and yours too as well. And to Barbados, be safe and enjoy your Christmas. Remember your mask, hand sanitize, and social distance.
Well said, well said, well said indeed. Good reminders on a way in which we can end today. Big thank you to my producer Alicia Alves Grant. Our technical director is Roel Ford. Sound engineer has been Michael Sobers. At Master Control has been Doreen Chase. That's it for our little crew. To all of you, have a great today, a wonderful weekend. If it be God's will, we'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning.